Welcome, 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 everyone. I'm super excited to have each and every one of you guys joining us on this fabulous evening, Friday night. I hope you all are doing amazing. If this is your first time tuning in, my name is Rosa.
And I'm Nessa, and welcome to Chat with Rosa and Nessa. We have a phenomenal gentleman with us today, Mr. Joshua Boyd. Welcome, welcome, welcome to you. Thank you for joining us this evening.
Absolutely. Thank you, ladies. Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Yes, and he is a platinum leader, an investor, entrepreneur, a dad, and I am so excited to hear his story and his words of wisdom. I've watched you from afar this past year that I've been in the academy, and I'm very excited to hear from you tonight. And I'm gonna pass over to Rosa to get this started. Rosa.
Absolutely appreciate it. Definitely appreciate you, Mr. Boyd, on being our guest tonight. I know you and Brooke are absolutely killing it, so definitely appreciative joining us tonight. And the first question that I do want to ask you is for you to just tell us a little bit about yourself and how you were introduced to Forex. How did you learn about it? And when did you get started with IM?
Okay. First of all, of course, my name is Joshua Boyd. I'm an entrepreneur. I've been an entrepreneur now for the past 10 years. I actually own my own landscaping company. Not only that, I work for Metro as well. I'm also a new dad. Congratulations to me. Um, what else? What was it? What was your other question? I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. How did you learn about Forex? How were you introduced to it?
Um, Good question. Good question. So I always had I guess it was like a something that I saw on Facebook, maybe like an ad or something like that. And then Miss Bianca Blaylock, she was someone that me and her was in another business together. And then I noticed that she started to post about, Forex. And I'm just like, wow, she's already into something that I'm already interested in. So I messaged her and she didn't get back with me right away. She didn't get back with me right away. And I guess just because she was like, like so busy. And I actually had another lady that, approached me about Forex. And I wasn't too ready to join because I really wanted to join with Bianca. So I'm just kind of waiting for her to get back in contact with me. And I know that she was very successful in another opportunity. So when she finally reached out to me, let me know what was. I got on the opportunity call, and the information made sense. So I signed up right then and there.
That's amazing. Did you ever have a moment of reservation? I know every person is different, about hearing about it. They may be interested, but then they sort of have doubts. Was there a moment where you're like, oh, I don't know if this is something I want to do? Or was it always just, I'm ready for this? This is something I'm really interested in?
Well, me being an entrepreneur, I'm always open to new opportunities. So if it makes money, of course, and it makes sense. So that was kind of like where it was with me. I was just open to the opportunity. And then the other thing is too, like I said, I already knew Bianca, and I seen a few videos that she was doing. I seen that she was having some success, so it just made sense to me.
Right, right. And with getting started, I'm not sure, I forget how long you've been a part of the company. Was there a moment where you sort of stopped? Like, again, everyone is different, where you sort of had to take a break, or was it always just keep on, the slogan, run the play and keep on going?
Um, nah, it's never been a time where I felt like, I had to stop or take a break. I might have taken my foot off the gas pedal just a little bit, but it was never, just to, stop or take a break.
Okay, so I'm gonna move on to a different category here. With growing up in a African American community, I know the topic of investing is not something that is discussed. Growing up in my household with my mom and my little brother, we weren't taught about how to invest. It was more of let's go, go to school, get good grades, graduate, find a good job, have a family and retire. It wasn't let's learn how to build real wealth and have financial freedom. So if you can kind of elaborate on why you feel like in an African American community, why that isn't discussed and why it's just about getting a job and working for somebody else.
I think, maybe one of the main reasons is people they're uneducated when it comes to, investing and making money outside of a 9 to 5 job. So I think that's where the main problem is, and it's the mindset. A lot of people they've been programmed, since day one to work a 9 to 5 job, and not really being, introduced to means of making additional income. So definitely, you said in the African. I'm glad you said that, because a lot of times, when growing up, we're we hear about, rappers and, athletes and things like that, and we think that that's the only way that you can make money, and it's not. We just have to look for other opportunities, because they're out here. So being able to find something different outside of investing, I don't care what it is. Something outside of that 9 to 5. So that's what did it for me, and why I think the African American community needs to to focus on investing.
Right. So with being an entrepreneur and being exposed to this opportunity and your mindset being shifted and learning each and every day, how critical is it for you to make sure that you pass down this information to your son so that he can pass it down to his future generation? And it's not only about let's just work, but let's learn how to build that real wealth and have financial freedom, so we just don't rely on working for somebody else and building their own legacy.
Right. Well, yeah, generational wealth is very important. I've actually been able to take this opportunity and teach my son how to start, trading in the foreign exchange. Well, actually, HFX. And the thing with kids nowadays, they're more prone to, video games and things like that, especially now with COVID going on. All they can do is, just stay in the house and things like that. So being able to, teach him this new skill and kind of turning it into a game for him has really been, great for me, and teaching him at a young age about, investing and saving your money. So definitely something that you want to introduce to your kids at a young age.
Right. And how old is your son?
He's 9.
At 9 years old, I wasn't even. Just think about when he's like 15 and 16, just
right,
way ahead. And that's amazing. That's what's so amazing about this opportunity, because it's really a family business, showing, our young teens how to build, how to learn a skill set that can really change their lives. So, with their son being only 9, and think about what his trading account might be at 13, 14, where he'll be at when he's 18, way far advanced on what other 15-year-olds are going to be at. So that's truly phenomenal. And speaking of that, as far as, with teaching your son, what's one thing that you just want to implement in him with learning the skill set?
How to look at money differently. Yeah, just to look at money differently. A lot of times kids, they get money and they just want to spend it. Right. But being able to show him that you can take, like me growing up, I was able to, when I was in school, I asked my dad for some money so I could buy some candy, from like Sam's Club back in the day, and, bought me a bunch of candy. And I was able to go out here and, and sell that candy. And this is when, vending machines and things like that wasn't in school. So just being able to, to make that profit and then take some of that money and reinvest it back into buying some more candy. And just, when kids needed candy in school, I was that guy, to buy candy from. So definitely learning the power of just a dollar.
Absolutely. Yes. Do you have any other family members a part of the business?
Absolutely, absolutely. So the first, my mom is one. She's a part of this business. My little brother, he's involved. And just recently, my dad, very very stubborn, but he eventually said yes. I have one more that I'm working on. My sister, she hasn't said yes, but I'm hoping within a week that she'll go ahead and jump on board.
It's a family affair. All you guys are just going to be building wealth together.
Absolutely.
That's amazing. What has been the biggest change in your life since joining IM? And like you said already, you're an entrepreneur, so your mindset was already different. But has your mindset shifted more, with being a part of this opportunity?
I would say more so becoming a leader. Me running my own landscaping business, it's kind of more so been about me. I do hire guys here and there, but it's a process. You got some guys that fall off and things like that. But with this, it's just been able to put me more so in a leadership position, being able to bring people, a part of something that's life changing, and showing them, how changing their mindset could actually bring them closer to financial freedom.
Right. And besides leadership, what has been the biggest thing you've learned, either about yourself or just about people, while building a team here at IM?
Being patient, being patient, and being consistent, and being disciplined. It's probably one of the hardest things. Just doing the same thing over and over again. Personal development, reading books, listening to positive motivational type stuff, and just trying to develop myself to be better, and just to be that leader for my teammates, because essentially, they're not going to do what you tell them to do. They're going to do what you show them how to do. So just being the best me.
Right. And I definitely have to give it back to, like you said, the mentorship. We have such amazing mentors that pour into us each and every day, that show us that, whatever it is that we want, we can accomplish. They show us that it can actually happen in the personal development. It wasn't something that I did before I joined IM, and it's been an amazing experience. It's been a journey. There's been days where I'm just like, but really taking the time to learn about yourself and growing each and every day, because before you get those $1 million, you have to become the $1 million person, have the $1 million mindset. So the mentorship, the personal development, working on yourself each and every day, like you said. So truly appreciate that. And I'm going to pass it down to Vanessa Gilbert to ask you some more questions.
Well, we only have a few questions left. So since joining the Academy, talk about how the skill set of trading itself. What's your favorite part of the Academy? What's your favorite platform or strategy that you learned that you've had the most success with?
So I started off with FRX, the foreign exchange, strictly foreign exchange, FRX, and I was more so doing a lot of copy and pasting. I mean, that's one of the main things with this academy. Not only can you learn what you're doing, you can earn. So I started off doing a lot of copy and paste. I was really successful with that. Didn't win every trade, but then it got to, somebody told me, matter of fact, Bianca, she was like, have you tried HFX yet? She was like, you got the elite package, why haven't you tried HFX? I was like, no, I haven't tried it. So she was like, yeah, go check out a guy named Matthew Thayer, and get on one of his sessions and let me know what you think about it. So I got on Matthew Thayer's session, HFX, and the simplicity of how you can make money, and it's just like 1, 2, 3 ABC. That kind of like just had me lost for words. And ever since then, I just plugged in. I want to say I was probably what, like 2 weeks in, and I had my highest day trading, and it was for $2,300. So when that happened for me, like I literally was running around the house like I won the lottery, because I've never made money just like that fast, because I actually made that in under 10 minutes. So that's my favorite. That's my favorite product. Definitely the HFX, utilizing what we call the cash trap strategy, that gives you trade signals and things, will gives you analysis and indicators on when you should get out the market. So definitely HFX for the win.
Okay, all right. So, since you've been in, have you tried any other strategy besides HFX and the Forex? Like any other strategies? Gold Cup, DeLorean, any other thing, pivots? Have you tried it? Because you have the elite package, so I didn't know if you tried any other strategies. Oh, since you've been in.
To be perfectly honest with you, no, I've FRX, I
What
just
works for
copy
you?
and paste, and HFX, I just use the cash trap strategy. So I haven't even dived into the other. Brooke, she uses um, oh my God, she uses the harmonic scanner a lot. So sometimes I peek over her shoulder to see what she's doing, but I've never really used it like that.
Yeah, I like the harmonic scanner. And I like for product, Dr. Kathy Kirkland. Everybody, and I like
Okay,
HFX too because I have HFX. And my husband, he
right,
uses the harmonic scanner. Everybody finds what I love about the academy, you find what really works for you. And so because you have the elite package, I didn't know if you had tried the others. But yeah, it's great to have multiple strategies within one household though, because you're all winning. That's the main thing.
absolutely,
Rose already touched on mindset, and you already had a mindset of entrepreneur early on in your life. I mean, you were selling candy, you were the candy guy. So you've been an entrepreneur since you were a child, basically.
right,
So
right.
you already had that mindset. So, what would be the biggest piece of advice you would give to someone else who has never thought about entrepreneurship? And because you've been doing this since you were a kid, even before Forex, you were already that entrepreneur. You already had a landscaping business. You already had a candy business as a child. What would you say to someone who thinks that 9 to 5 is enough? What would be your piece of advice as I call you a serial entrepreneur, somebody who has multiple streams of income?
Um, I would say, um, first of all, is to look at your goals. Look at your the things that you want to accomplish, and ask yourself, is your job going to allow you to accomplish those goals? If y'all hear my son in the background, I'm sorry about that.
Well,
Um,
Brooke brought him on. She brought him on camera last time. You can bring him on camera if you want to.
okay. Hold on, give me one second.
Okay. Okay. He just watch. He gonna calm down as soon as he get on camera. You're muted.
Okay, that was definitely me when I was younger.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I cried a lot.
You probably
Yeah.
were a quiet baby. No, I can't picture you being rowdy
As I got like
as a.
a newborn, and then once I reached
Oh, you
like,
were rowdy. Okay.
yeah.
All right,
See how he got. Oh, see how he quieted up. See, I knew. Yeah,
that's
we
all
we
it
had
took.
an interview with Brooke had him on a couple of weeks ago, so he's real quiet. See how he quiet? I knew he would be quiet when you held him. So you were talking about setting your goals financially, and is that job going to be enough? Any other advice if someone's listening why they should invest and become? Because a lot of people have that mindset, especially the older
Right,
generation. Now, I'm a Gen Xer, hey, but yet people in my family had businesses early on in my life, so I knew about entrepreneurship. But what about
right.
finish your advice after setting goals? What would you say to
Yeah.
somebody who's
So
afraid to
what
step
I
out?
was going to say is the first thing that I was saying is take a look at your goals and determine if your job is going to be, is that going to be able to get you to whatever it is that you want. And I had to find that out, a long time ago, that a job just can't pay me enough money to accomplish all the goals that I want. So, I was to tell people, if find something that you're find something that you're passionate about, and see how you can make a profit from it. And a lot of times you might can start something, you might not be too fond of it, but a lot of times if you start something, you can kind of grow into it. I wasn't too sure about investing, if I was to if I was going to like it. But as I started to continue on with it, I started to find myself liking exactly, what it is. But investing, that's not my end goal. I want to be able to, invest the money into something that I'm passionate about. So being able to have that vehicle that can, fund something that you really want, that you're really passionate about. So yeah, that's what I would tell people who are interested in becoming an entrepreneur.
Okay, now we only have a few more questions. He is so cute. This is his second time on the show. He came on before you did. So
Oh, he's
he,
a celebrity now.
he's been on here. Yeah, he was on here last time, and he is so adorable. But because you are investing, what would be? You say you have started personal development. We are big on personal development in the academy. And
Uh-huh.
since you joined the academy, your personal development, what's been the biggest change in your mindset? Name one or two things that you really changed as a person because of your personal development.
Um, well, the huge thing is what I do with a dollar. That's the main thing. I was at the store a couple weeks ago, and it was some shoes that I wanted really bad. And the shoes was like $200, and I had to think to myself, like, Josh, what could you do with this $200? And instantly a light bulb went off. I'm like, man, I can invest the same $200 into investing, and multiply it to the point where I could buy 10 pairs of shoes with that same $200. So that, I would say that was the first thing with me, determining what to do with a dollar. The other thing is getting out of my comfort zone. Is something else that I've taken from this opportunity. Do things that I might have been a little timid to do at one point. So that's been really, really big for me. Just having me becoming a better person, a more, I guess, a more people's person, talking more to people, just having a conversation. Because at one point I kind of consider myself to kind of be a little antisocial sometimes. So being able to break that cycle has been really has played a huge role in me building a business.
Wow, yes. Now, what would you say to someone why they should get started with this phenomenal opportunity that we have to learn the trade and to have another stream of income in their lives? What would be your piece of advice to someone who's looking to get started, looking for something different, and looking for financial freedom?
Um, I would say if you're looking for an opportunity that can create generational wealth, this is definitely the opportunity. Because as soon as, like, this little guy right here gets old enough, he's definitely going to learn this skill set. So, and it's nothing that's going to be able to take that away from him, because it's like, once you know that skill set, you can take it with you, wherever you go. So, when he gets older and he has kids, he can teach it, to his kids. So again, if you're looking for something that can set you up for financial freedom, I mean, you can trade, any time of the day, at night, whenever you want to. It works around your schedule. This is definitely something that you want to become a part of. It's been nothing but a blessing.
Yes, and how can people reach you? I know you're a phenomenal leader. And how can people reach you to get started with this opportunity? I want to let everyone know your information will be on the posting, but I want you to tell them verbally, how can they reach you to get started right away with this phenomenal opportunity?
Sure. So on Instagram, I can be reached at Golden Wealth Ticket CEO. It's right there at the bottom. Facebook also is Golden Wealth Ticket as well. And last but not least, my phone number, if you want to reach out to me, it's 301 807 1900. Again, that's 301 807 1900.
Well, you know what? You did say people have to get out of their comfort zone. And I want Rosa to share she has a certain saying she says about the comfort zone. So, Rosa, can you share with us what the comfort zone represents?
The comfort zone is your growth zone, and it reminds me of something Bianca has said on a morning call. The further you are, the more comfortable you are, the further you are away from success. And we have to realize that every day is not promised. Tomorrow is not promised. So you have to do something that is going to put you in position to win. We all are going to go through things. Things are going to happen. But what is it that you want? What legacy do you want to leave behind? Because we can't keep making excuses. God has given us put us here for a reason, and we have gifts. You need to utilize that and be the best you, because you got to count on you. People are counting on you. So,
Right.
Yes, yes. Any final words of wisdom, Josh, you have for anyone listening before we leave?
Words of wisdom. What are your goals? What are your goals? Write your goals down, and look at them every day. If you don't have any direction in life, you're just pretty much just a bottle just floating on the water with no type of the current just take you wherever it wants to go. So your goals are your roadmap. So again, if you can look at your goals every day. We have some things around the house that we look at, some things that we want out of life. So again, if you could just look at those things, every day, you'll definitely, accomplish those things a lot sooner than later.
Yes. So thank you for your words of advice. I know you're very busy. I mean, you got your own businesses. You have a family, a beautiful family. We love Brooke as well, and your little all-star there. He is so adorable. And it's phenomenal that you're teaching your 9-year-old son. Like Rosa said, by the time he's 13 and 14, hey, look, he's gonna compound his account several times before he's at his 15th birthday.
I know, right?
And that little one right there, we know he's going to be just a game changer. You're changing generations already with your family, a beautiful family. So we thank you for your
thank
time.
you so much.
Thank you for your
Absolutely, I
leadership on the
appreciate you.
BProsperous Trade team. You and Brooke are true leaders, and we appreciate your whole entire family.
Thank you, thank you. I appreciate you having me this evening.
Thank you for your words of wisdom, and let him wave. He is so adorable. We'll see you. Okay, Josh. Thank you.
Oh,
And everyone, his information, your boy Rosa Murray, their information will be listed under this Facebook post. Reach out, because this time is now for you to start with this phenomenal opportunity and these two phenomenal leaders. Have a blessed evening and a blessed weekend on purpose. Take care.
all right.